Haley Alexis, it's Becky, and I think it was Friday. It used to be. It's now Saturday. I think it's funny that both you guys are worried that I'm gonna go and do something just because my mom tells me to. Or because my mom thinks it's a good idea, because usually I would try to do the opposite. And, but everyone seems really concerned with me doing what my parents want me to do. Like, are you an engineer just because your dad was an engineer? Because we want you to do what you want to do. And, yeah, so maybe it's all subconscious, because consciously I try to make an effort not to do those things. But, so she mentioned U of I, and I was like, you know, I've never really thought of U of I as a college I would go to. But I tried to look at it positively, and so I went and looked at it, and it seems like a college I could go to. Just to get my undergraduate degree over with, so I can move on from this stage of my life and start, participating in the real world. But I've written down a lot of stuff and done a lot of thinking, and I think that mostly what I was excited about when my mom told me that is I said, hey, well, I could, with U of I, their admission deadline probably is later than, I could probably, still apply for the fall. And she was like, yeah. And she seemed, because before they were like, oh, there's no rush. You don't have to rush through Bellevue College. Take all the time you want. They both really wanted me to drop a class this quarter. They don't want me to be taking very many classes. And so it seemed weird that now she was like, yeah, you could go to a 4-year college in the fall. So I was kind of like, hey, cool, because that's the thing that I wanted to do. That was me wanting to do that, my mom not wanting me to do that. So I was going to jump at this opportunity of my mom and me having the same perspective. And then I realized, no, it's, basically right now, after I finish up the physics sequence, then I will have a associate degree in physics. So I could go on with that. Or I could try to cram in, 3 more engineering classes, 2 more computer science classes, do 2 of those in the summer, skip one of the chemistry quarters because it's not required, and I could do an engineering associate in science degree, mechanical engineering, and then go on to U of I or wherever will take me. There are some other options, because there are a few schools that I'm pretty excited about. A few, because I'm really, really horrible at making decisions. I hate making decisions. I hate all the time and effort that I have to put into making decisions. So I get kind of excited when I think that there might be one good option and that the decision might be made. And that is not anywhere near the case this time. But it's kind of nice to, there are just so many schools, and it's nice to limit them down to, maybe UW. I might look a bit more into UW. They have a really great physics program, but it is really big, and that's really not what I'm looking for. There are a lot of research opportunities, but I really kind of am looking for a smaller, I don't know, maybe I should go visit UW. I should do that. Yeah. I don't even know if I don't think I could get into UW in the fall. But then I'm not really considering WSU. There are a lot of schools that, see, now I'm just looking at, like, mechanical engineering and physics, like, maybe a dual degree, or a double major, maybe one of the two, but I'd like a school that has, research opportunities. So with, like, U of I, there's Schweitzer in Pullman, which isn't too far away. Internships there are kind of a big thing, though. It's not like you can just go to school and work there easily, because there are a lot of students there, and it's a big thing. But U of I does have a lot of research, and then, of course, UC Berkeley. there's no way that's ever going to happen. So I pretty much kind of disregarded that when I thought of U of I. And then there's UC Boulder. Gosh, that's Colorado, not California. But gosh, they have the greatest programs. And all these, like, the search for schools is huge. But then, like, if you look at a school, just searching for what they have, what types of research they're doing, what kinds of, who's in the faculty, what kinds of opportunities they have, clubs, programs, what they're involved with, it's enormous. Not even everything is even online. It's and even trying to find like how stuff is going to transfer, what requirements there are for the majors, like exactly, because at this point I kind of need to know, like more than just basics about you're going to be taking a lot of physics classes in this. So anyway, so it's kind of, me deciding, do I want to spend another year at public college? I think right now, I think I do. Just because when I read out the courses, I get kind of excited about. I think taking organic chemistry again would definitely boost my GPA. But then the negative of that is that then there's so many more options for where I want to go to school, because I'll have a higher GPA, and that's really intimidating. So anyway, all of this, I'm gonna talk with a career counselor on Tuesday. So Tuesday's gonna be a great day, because Tuesday is also when Jen and Casey and I go to the Fun concert in Seattle in the Paramount. So that'll be really, really a really good day. Hopefully, we have an hour to talk with the counselor. So yeah. Gosh, it's just, I don't know. There's I'd really like to read Pride and Prejudice, but this is what I'm doing right now. I mean, I have some time to do this now, because I have a few days off. Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to read a book, then it has to be Cloud Atlas, because there's so few, minutes a day that I spend reading Cloud Atlas. And it's like my top priority book. It's like the highest priority book there's ever been for me to read. So, I think I've missed the movie in theaters entirely. I don't think there's anywhere. Oh well. Man, I hate missing things. I think, I did this video earlier today, but then I wanted to redo it because I wasn't completing my sentences very well. I don't know that I've improved with that. I think, I don't even know if I have as many points I wanted to said in this one as I did in the last one. I don't know. I'm not good at communicating my thoughts. I would still like to explore different subjects whilst at Bellevue College, but I don't think that's going to happen realistically, because I could finish the engineering major in this summer, if I tried really hard, or I could, add 4 more quarters, including summers, to that, and, but when I write that out, I just automatically fill all those quarters up with more engineering classes, more math classes, more physics classes, and more organic chemistry classes. So I really don't have the space, except maybe a couple of classes over the summer, to explore other things. I was really excited about a United Nations thing, and I think that's not going to happen. But I'm also pretty sure that I want to be in engineering. So there's just been like a lot of daydreaming, I guess, going on here. Yep. So part of the other reason I redid this is that I texted you guys, and I finished Sacrifice. I sacrificed myself. Like, you just have to reach the generator. That's all you have to do. We were so close. A few times. You reach it, and you don't have to wait like 30 seconds as you power it up. You reach it, and it powers up like immediately. And then maybe I was lower on health than I thought I was, but then you die instantly. So yeah, you're right. You have to, that person is sacrificed because there's no way for them to survive. But basically I should have recorded it, but what I did, and it sucked because I was the only one who was actually doing stuff. They were just, shooting and losing health. I had to do it like 4 times to get to actually finish it. I don't know, the first few times I would go out there, and try to avoid the tanks, but then just a few zombies would knock me down, and I'd be down, and I'd still have the full bar of, when you're down, you have a little while before you die. I would still have that full thing, and it would just say you failed. Instantly when I fell down, I'm like, give me a chance, give someone a... They were horrible, the computer was horrible at saving me this time. I was on the ground right next to them, and a hunter was tearing me to pieces. They were right next to me. Nothing to do. Didn't save me. Like, what? Really? So, that was unfortunate. I probably did it more than 4 times. It only took me half an hour, though, so it wasn't much more than... Anyway, it was, so I had to get on the bridge, run up the ladder, go push the button to raise the bridge, and then run all the way back down, and throw a pipe bomb. I just had to throw a pipe bomb. And then immediately after that, run out, pretty much run with the zombies towards the pipe bomb. And then reach the generator. And that all had to be done just before the tanks got there. So if we had all of us there, then the person who throws the pipe bomb could be different from the person who pushes the button to raise the bridge, could be different from the person who runs out to turn on the generator. So you could accomplish all those things much, much faster. And it's just basically once the tanks get there, you've failed. There's no way you can beat the tanks, because I think they'll just keep sending you more tanks. It would be interesting to try it on easy mode, though, and see if you actually can win. And I think that gun over there is just a hoax, because there's no hope. You get on that gun, but there's nothing you can do. And when we were all playing it together, I was trying, but it was like shooting 1 bullet per second. It was pretty slow, because I was lagging so much, So I bought a mango today. You'll never guess how much this mango costs. They're usually, over $3. Actually, I could look up my receipt, but you're not interested in that. It was 87 cents for this mango. It's, most of them are really green. This one's old and wrinkly, but squishy, so hopefully it will be tasty and not rotten. That's really all I have to say, so... Alexis, you called. Sorry I didn't answer. I was at work. But I will call you back sometime this weekend, because no school or work. Probably no zombies, though, either, because I'll be at home for a little while. And we'll watch some Downton Abbey. Yay! And I'm gonna watch New Girl, because I was on Tumblr and saw spoilers for it, so I'm gonna watch New Girl, because it looks great. I'm gonna watch New Girl and eat my mango. There are some ice cream flavors that I really want to try, but I just can't bring myself to buy ice cream. I can't bring myself to spend money on something that has as many pointless calories and artificial flavoring as that. So, Ben & Jerry's doesn't have I might do Ben & Jerry's. I might buy that sometime, but it's not cheap. Can't believe I bought so much ice cream at WSU. But they have oatmeal, cookie, ice cream. That sounds really good. Although, when they do cinnamon, it's kind of a lot of cinnamon, and it's cinnamon ice cream, so I might not do that. Anyway, ice cream. I don't know, I think about ice cream, and it just doesn't sound that appealing. Like fruit. I just need fruit. Gosh, that's so much more better. So much more better than ice cream. So much more better. Anyway, I will go. Now, sorry this got so long. I should just do it now, but I won't, because it's late in the morning, early in the morning. Adios, super nerd friends. Adios.